Alright, time for part 2 of the Space Wizard MacGyver. And this guy here is my value study that I did over the course of the last couple days. I wanted to make sure that I had all of my light sources in the right spots. The magic line here goes back behind the circle, so that's why the shadow on from the moon is going in a different direction than the rest of the light source hitting him, which is all coming this way. Yes, Gus. This is Gus. Say hello, Gus. Gus. You're not gonna speak now? Hey, dude. Gussie. Gus. Yeah, aren't you a handsome devil? That's my old dude. We have had him about, oh gosh. We've had him for almost 14 years, so he's about 16 now. He's an old guy. Anyway, so a couple things. You can see the difference in these. The little ones that I cut are a lot smaller than the ones I ended up with. Plus, they printed them on the shiny side, so I might do a Copic study on one of these because it's a nice shiny paper, even though it's a little bit on the yellow side. It's a warm white, which is fine for doing value studies and some other stuff, but I really wanted to something that wasn't as smooth. Although this should actually work really good for a marker study, and then I'll use probably this one for the colored pencil, because one will be marker and one will be gouache. I'm still debating about pastels. I might go back with my pastels with one little guys. One of my kids did ask me if they could have one of these, so I was like, okay, so which one what are you going to use to paint it? And I gave them the one that they needed accordingly. I used my CretaColor Conte pencils and my coordinating Veritins in the brown shades because it did need a little detail work on it. I kind of combined them a lot. I don't know if anybody noticed this thing. I have this super old paper cutter from I don't even know when this thing's from. I got it at an estate sale. I'm a really big fan of estate sales in general. I find the coolest stuff there. And the best part about this is probably about 1,000,000 years old. And this blade has never been sharpened, and it cut through that paper like it was nothing. And I don't think I'll probably ever have to sharpen it or replace the blade. And if I do have to replace the blade, I guess I'm throwing it away because I don't know how to replace the blade on this thing. But it's held up all this time. So round 2 is going to probably be the colored pencil because I need to work on my colors. So I'm going to grab this guy. Most of those are Prismacolors. There are a set of Brutfronter Marcons. I'm probably saying that wrong because I can't afford the Brutfronters up front for the set. So what I'm going to do, the numbers correspond. So as I use up the Brutfronters, I'm going to buy Holbeins to replace them so that I have the full pastel palette. And then there's some Castle Art. I forgot what it's called, but it's the gray toned pencils they have. They're not great. I'm not super delighted with them. They're very scratchy. They don't layer as well as other pencils, but they work. They just don't work as well as I would like, and I'm not going to replace them, but I will use them up. Still got this guy over here. I have not done the rubbing. I will wait until I am ready to do the painting before I take all that apart, because once you hit this with graphite on the back and put it on there, you got to start painting on it right away, or at least seal it with some acrylic ink to get your because I might have to do value study on that, and probably in the same color scheme because, or I usually do the opposite so that it, really pops on the canvas as you do. So, yeah, so there's my value study. So far, so good. I'm really happy with how he has come out. I'm really happy with how he looks. This guy, my husband brought this home for me. I used to use it for costuming. Inside are a lot of my costuming measurement taking tools and paperwork. Let's see. So I've got my stuff in here for when people would come over to do measurements for that. I haven't done any costuming in a while, but it's still here if I need it. And right now it works. It makes a pretty good paper pad. So normally I use this thing for doing swatches. Didn't need it for that. And killed some more on my conte pencils too, because in this thing, I've already hit it once with fixative, and it's still coming off on my hand. So keep in mind, printer paper does not fix very well unless you use permanent. Then it's workable fixative on it right now. I'm probably going to have to hit it with some Krylon, some of the Krylon, oh gosh, my brain just completely deleted that word. The UV protectant. And that should stabilize it and make it stop rubbing off on my fingers. Although this will probably go into a book with the other pieces at some point and just be set aside because, let's be honest, I'm not going to put up 5 copies of the same picture at my house or any house. So, you know, I'll probably sell prints of some of them though. So if anybody's interested in a print of this, let me know. And we'll see how the colored pencil one goes. That probably will take me the better part of a week because, yeah, my customer service manager quit. So dealing with that, working nights, it'll give me a lot of time in the morning. Unfortunately, it will not give me a lot of time otherwise. So wish me luck, and video 3 is going to be that guy.